Angel Reese, the larger-than-life star in women's basketball, has recently pulled a move that's left everyone scratching their heads. Known for her bold plays, bigger-than-life attitude, and unapologetic self-confidence, Reese has taken a step in her career that hints basketball might not hold the priority in her life that everyone assumed it would. When a person becomes synonymous with a sport, it's easy to think their whole world revolves around it. But Reese, it seems, is rethinking her universe. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Reese became a sensation on the court, not just for her towering presence, but for her personality that seemed to light up arenas. Her rise to fame was not just about numbers and stats. It was about an attitude that screamed individuality in a sport where players often get lost in team identities. Her signature celebration of pointing at her ring finger after securing a win for LSU became a viral statement of her self-assuredness. It's this combination of swagger and skill that made her a star beyond the basketball court, where her every move seemed to make waves in pop culture and beyond. The bombshell dropped when Reese hinted that basketball might not be her top priority anymore. She didn't come out and say it with a megaphone in hand or hold a teary press conference. Instead, it was more of a series of subtle hints, a tweet here, a comment there, that had fans speculating like amateur detectives. And of course, Reese played it cool through it all, showing she's not the type to stress about public opinion. For those who've followed her closely, this might not be all that surprising. Reese has been diversifying her brand steadily over the past year. She signed deals, modeled in fashion spreads, and cultivated a massive following on social media. And with every new venture, it became increasingly evident that her talents and ambitions stretched far beyond the court. To the casual fan, Reese is the basketball player with an extra dose of confidence. But to those paying closer attention, she's a brand in the making. Possibly basketball is becoming just a part of her journey rather than the destination. Reese's focus on her off-court activities has been evident in her growing media presence. She's embraced the world of fashion and media with open arms, attending high-profile events, and even doing her share of interviews and cameos. Some might dismiss these as distractions, but Reese seems to be embracing the power of celebrity with the same confidence she shows on the court. She's moving like someone who knows that her window of fame isn't restricted to her playing days. For her, this might be the time to plant seeds in other industries, while the spotlight shines its brightest. As this shift became more apparent, whispers started circulating that Reese could be looking to transition from basketball into something different. For a player at her peak, such a move could seem premature, even reckless to some. But if there's one thing Reese has shown time and time again, it's that she's not exactly concerned with traditional expectations. After all, this is the player who unabashedly celebrated her team's victory, drawing both praise and backlash. And she handled it all with the same level of composure, brushing off critics as if they were just noise in the background. Angel Reese's growing interest in entertainment and branding is a calculated move rather than a wild leap into the unknown. While sports fans are used to seeing athletes venture into other industries towards the end of their careers, Reese isn't following the typical timeline. She's blazing her own trail, embracing an all-encompassing persona that includes, but isn't limited to, basketball. To others, it may seem like she's losing focus. But to Reese, it's probably just part of her vision, one that she's been quietly piecing together for a while now. Whether it's fashion's value. In a world where athletes are increasingly looking to secure their financial futures and expand their influence, it's only natural that she'd want to explore new avenues. Reese isn't the first athlete to look beyond sports, and she won't be the last, but the timing of her choices has certainly made a statement. There's something intriguing about watching someone at the height of their athletic career already preparing for what comes next. Most players wait until their skills begin to decline before they diversify. But Reese is clearly not content with waiting around. And who could blame her? In today's social media-driven age where every move is scrutinized and every post is analyzed, Reese has figured out how to capitalize on her moment. Her social media game is strong, an essential skill for any modern celebrity. Reese engages her followers not just with updates about games or training, but with glimpses into her life, her interests, and her passions. This blend of relatability and star power has cemented her as not just an athlete but an influencer. But this doesn't mean she's entirely stepped away from basketball. Reese continues to dominate on the court when she plays, and her competitive spirit hasn't dimmed. It's just that her ambitions seem to be broader, more expansive than merely excelling in one sport. With each business move and each foray into new spaces, Reese is showing a side of herself that goes beyond dribbling and jump shots. She's embracing her multifaceted identity in a way that few athletes manage to do in the prime of their careers. The implications of Reese's shifting priorities could be enormous. As more and more young athletes look to Reese as a role model, her choices are likely to influence the next generation. In a way, Reese is giving these athletes permission to dream bigger and bolder. It's not just about playing the game anymore, opportunities beyond the court. For a generation raised on social media, Reese's moves make perfect sense. Why limit yourself to one thing when the world is so connected and the possibilities so vast? This evolution in Reese's career is indicative of a larger trend in sports. Athletes are no longer content to stick to the old playbook of focusing on their sport and then looking for post-retirement opportunities. They are branching out earlier, building brands, launching businesses, and making names for themselves beyond their primary sport. And while not everyone can pull it off, Reese seems to have the right mix of confidence, charisma, and talent to make it work. If anything, she's proving that being an athlete today means embracing a multidimensional career. It's a calculated risk, stepping into multiple arenas at once, and there's no guarantee that Reese will dominate off the court the way she has on it. But her career moves suggest she's not the type to play it safe. Her boldness is what drew fans to her in the first place, and it's what makes her current journey so captivating. Reese is redefining what it means to be a basketball star in the modern age, and she's doing it with a casual confidence that's hard not to admire. As for the fans, they're left wondering what the future holds for Angel Reese. For now, she remains a force on the court, but the off-court ventures continue to grow. Reese's decisions might be strategic or spontaneous, or maybe a little bit of both. It's not entirely clear, and Reese doesn't seem too interested in giving a clear roadmap. And maybe to step into new industries without hesitation suggests a confidence that transcends basketball. It's this sense of adventure, of exploring different facets of herself, that makes her career so intriguing. Reese's story is about more than just points scored and games won. It's about pushing boundaries and challenging expectations in a sport and industry that often values conformity. There's no doubt that Reese's next steps will continue to make headlines. Whether it's a fashion line, a media project, or something entirely unexpected, her fans are along for the ride. And as she carves out her unique space in multiple industries, Reese is proving that being a basketball player doesn't have to mean being defined by the game. The sport might have been her launching pad, but it's clear that Angel Reese is aiming for heights far beyond the court. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.